This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men. Verse 27. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxen rich. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 26 through 27, is that I came across this article today by SpectrumNews1.com. And in this article, they were writing about how this deceitful, wicked Jake that you see on the screen was encouraging our people to take the V, even though he understands that the past Vs that were pushed on our people, either knowingly or unknowingly, had major social injustice towards them. And so it got me thinking of Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26 through 27. I'm like, wow, this sellout right here, he sold his soul for the bag. He acknowledges the social injustice of past Vs, and yet he's still forcing this V onto our people. That's why the Lord is going to destroy people like him. All right? Because clearly, by you telling our people to take the jab knowingly, and admitting that this country has done a huge amount of wrong to our people, by you knowingly knowing that and still saying take the jab, or you're going to be destroyed. Okay? Because what did the Lord say after? Jeremiah 5, verse 28. They are waxen fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. Right. That's individuals like Jerome Adams. Right? This sellout. U.S. Surgeon General. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And the right of the needy do they not judge? 29. Shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? Right. The Lord's going to visit you, Jerome Adams, and people like you. Because you know about the atrocities when it comes to the pharmaceutical companies, when it comes to the medical industry. You know about the atrocities that have been done upon our people. So this is what he says right here. He says, I'll start at the top right here. Quote, today is truly an historic day, Adams said at the start of the press conference. V have been a tried and true public health measure for hundreds of years. But the development of C Crown Royal V is nothing short of revolutionary, and I hope everyone appreciates the importance, the significance, the history of this moment. Despite the celebratory nature of the event, Adams noted that the V will only work if Americans choose to get V. T. Acknowledging that V are among the greatest social injustice in this country. So, greatest social injustice in this country. What did he mean by that? Because he knows about the history. He knows about the previous V's that were put upon not only our people, but even among Esau, and his people. Let's get an article. This is from Counterpunch. This came out March 29th, 2019, way before Crown Royal. We're all lab rats in the government's secret experiments. The U.S. government, in its pursuit of so-called monsters, has itself become a monster. This is not a new development, nor is it a revelation. This is a government that has, in recent decades, unleashed untold horrors upon the world, including its own citizenry, in the name of global conquest, the acquisition of greater wealth, scientific experimentation, and technological advances, all packaged in the guise of the greater good. Mind you, there is no greater good when the government is involved. There's only greater greed for money and power. That's why you had the CEO of Pfizer say, hey, he said this on Dateline. You can look it up, Google it. Hey, we do not know if this Crown Royal Max will still prevent transmitting after you take it. So clearly, it was all about money and power because the stock market is booming with Pfizer now, okay? Right now, you can go invest in Pfizer and make a pretty good buck, all right? So clearly, this is what's going on. Unfortunately, the public has become so easily distracted by the political spectacle coming out of DC that they are altogether oblivious to the grisly experiments, barbaric behavior, and inhumane conditions that have become synonymous with the U.S. government. So let's go to it. Let's just go to the facts. You can look this up. It says, quote, we the people have also become the police state's guinea pigs to be caged, branded, experimented upon without our knowledge or consent, and then conveniently discarded and left to suffer from the after effects. Sounds familiar, huh? Back in 2017, FEMA inadvertently exposed nearly 10,000 firefighters, paramedics, and other responders to a deadly form of ricin during a simulated bioterrorism response sessions. In 2015, it was discovered that the Army lab had been mistakenly shipping deadly anthrax to labs and defense contractors for a decade. While these particular incidents have been dismissed as accidents, you don't have to dig very deep or go very back in the nation's history to uncover numerous cases in which the government deliberately conducted secret experiments on an unsuspecting populace, citizens and non-citizens alike, making healthy people sick by spraying them with chemicals, injecting them with infectious diseases, and exposing them to airborne toxins. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is a conspiracy fact. That's why you pseudo-Hebrew Israelites, okay, the leaders like ISUPK and Israel United Christ, all right, IUIC, the Lord is going to handle you. The Lord is going to judge you. You will pay for your deception, deceit, okay? Because you sold out for the bag. That's why the Lord said this. Mark chapter 8, I'm going to start at 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Right. For example, all right, Jerome Adams, hey man, he's on top. Okay, he's a public figure. All right, he's his name, according to this world, is credible. All right, he has gained the whole world for a price, though, to deceive and admit that that in the past with other V's, it has caused nothing but harm to the people in Babylon the Great. But yet he's still pushing out this V for filthy lucre's sake, for the money. Okay? 37. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Right. Power and money. Just like Jerome Adams, just like you leaders of ISUPK and IUIC. 38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, right? And y'all ashamed. You 2/3, man, you're ashamed of the Lord's words. Okay? And that's why when you watch your videos, you don't talk about what's going on in terms of prophecy. You don't talk about the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, which is leading. This is why all this is happening leading up to it. No, you are constantly talking about things that are irrelevant to the times that we're living in, because you sold out for the bag because you're comfortable, but the Lord's about to make you uncomfortable. All right? Bill Gates said, "Hey, things aren't going back to normal." He said 2022, and that's the devil speaking. That's Esau Edom. So you already know. Hey, get used to it. Wear the fucking mask, social distance. Okay? Get ready for that truth. Mark 8 and 38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed. Right, you're going to be ashamed. Okay, you're going to have your heads down. Because the Lord is going to destroy you. When he cometh in the glorious Father with the holy angels. Right, because Yahushua coming in the fathership. All right. And his band of brothers, the angels, all right, are following him with him. That's what you should be talking about. The Lord's coming. But no, you are speaking irrelevant things. You are speaking things like him. Okay, telling people to take the jab, even though you know about the atrocities. Wait, there's more. Let's go a little bit more. Right here. Google this. In Alabama, for example, 600 Judite men with syphilis were allowed to suffer without proper medical treatment in order to study the natural progression of untreated syphilis. Sound familiar? Tuskegee Airmen? All right. This has been done numerous of times after Tuskegee Airmen and before. In California, older prisoners had testicles from livestock and from recently executed convicts implanted in them to test their virility. What kind of sick shit is going on here in Babylon the Great? And you're still telling our people to trust this devil? And Jerome Adams, you know about this. In Connecticut, mental patients were injected with hepatitis. In Maryland, sleeping prisoners had a pandemic flu virus sprayed up their noses. In Georgia, 24 volunteering, quote unquote, prison inmates had gonorrhea bacteria pumped directly into their urinary tract through the penis. In Michigan, male patients at an insane asylum were exposed to the flu after first being injected with an experimental flu. In Minnesota, 11 public service employees were injected with malaria, then starved for 5 days. And it goes on and on and on. And it ain't just this. According to the New York Post, new book claims widespread radiation testing during Cold War. Right. The U.S. military was testing radiation in different parts of the country. All right. This one's talking about St. Louis, more specifically. in the areas of poverty where our people dwell at. St. Louis, 3 members of Congress are demanding answers after a St. Louis scholar's new book revealed details of secret Cold War era U.S. government testing in which countless unsuspecting people, including many children, pregnant women, and code word for Jake. So not only were they spraying radiation on our people, they were even spraying radiation on their own. We're fed. Oh, fed. So the food supply, we're talking about the grocery stores, sprayed or injected with radiation and other dangerous materials. So ISUPK, IUIC, y'all sold out for the bag, huh? You sold out for the bag. This is public documentation, public, information that this has been going on. This is why we at Great Millstone, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, keep telling our people, don't trust this devil. All right? Don't take that Maxine and stop listening to these false prophets, these pseudo-Hebrew Israelites. Matthew 7 and 15. Check this out. Beware of false prophets. False prophets like him, false prophets, those leaders in ISUPK, Israel United, and you already know. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raving wolves. 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Right. What? Look at the track record of all these Israelite camps outside of Great Millstone and those that don't follow the doctrine of Great Millstone through the spirit power Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. What have they been teaching? What have they been doing? Okay? Have they been preparing you for what's to come? Have they been preparing you for Jacob's trouble? Or have they been selling you wolf tickets, and getting the bag and living lavishly? Let's go to the book of the law. Deuteronomy 13, right? A certain group likes to talk about the law, right? This is why the Lord is going to destroy a lot of our people and those that know that they're Israelites. Deuteronomy 13 and 6. If thy brother, thy son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is of thy own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, right? By you taking this Maxine and believing on the BS that this devil Esau Edom is pushing out, and then using the leaders of our people to do it, you are serving other gods. 7, namely, of the gods of people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth, right? So wherever you at, if you're serving other gods and following after their belief structure, hey, there's a judgment for that. Because by you taking that Maxine, that jab, you are worshiping other gods because you're not believing in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You're not putting your trust and your faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You're putting your trust and your faith in the shadow of Egypt, which worshipped other gods. Okay? And you trust in their pharmaceutical company, all right, which is witchcraft, all right, which is another god. Eight, thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shall thy eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him. Verse 9, but thou shalt surely kill him, thy hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people, right? So individuals like this are supposed to be destroyed. Those that say take the jab are supposed to be destroyed. And they will when the Lord returns. Okay, because we're spiritual men. We're just bringing out the laws on those that want to disobey the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. that want to put the Lord to an open shame. We're bringing out the judgment for that. That don't want to hearken onto the law, statute, commandments that the Lord has set up for our nation. That still want to follow other gods and their belief structure and still believe in this witchcraft, pharmaceutical, sorcery, okay? BS institutions, what they call modern day medicine. Because that's another God. That comes with a whole other philosophy. 10. And thou shalt stone him with stones, and he died, because he hath sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy power. Right. You are, by you doing this, you're pulling our people away from the true power. And what's in it? What's in that vaccine? There's already talking about side effects, all right? Allergic reactions, people's jaws going to one side. I mean, the list goes on. And this government is not to be trusted. They've been doing experiments on people unknowingly. So you got to get put to death. And the Lord's going to do it. Okay? Which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. 11. And all Israel shall hear and fear, and shall do no more any such wickedness as this is among you. Right? That's why, man, heavy judgment's coming to our people. Last one. 2 Thessalonians 3 and 1. I'm going to start at the top, but the point is in 2 Thessalonians 3. The point is in 3. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 1. Finally, brethren, pray for us, that the word of the Lord may have free course and be glorified, even as it is with you. Right? And this is a time, brothers, pray, all right, for the apostles. Pray for the sincere Akim. Start praying, okay? The Lord hears our prayers. Because we're coming into some dire times where, all right, you're going to have sellouts that are going to go along with the agenda for depopulation against our people. And because they got the bag, they don't care. 2. And that we may be delivered from unreasonable and wicked men, for all men have not faith. Right, and that's really what it is, man. No faith. And that's why, and we got to lock in, and we got to seek Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay? More than ever. We should have been doing it, but it's time to push, because we're getting close to individuals like Jerome Adams delivering us, okay, trying to expose us and commit defamation of character, all right, because they're unreasonable and they're wicked, because they have no faith. 3. But the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. Right, and that's why you gotta believe on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Keep pushing, keep fighting. All right, we're almost out of here. You could clearly see, man, this is a setup. He's been bought out. He sold his soul. Those that are individuals that know that the Israelites saying take the jab, they sold out. They sold their soul for the filthy lucre. They sold their soul to the shadow of Egypt because, hey, let's say for instance, we're not saying Jerome Adams. You already should know. If he's in that position, he's sold out. He's full on board with depopulation agenda. But let's talk about, real quickly, those that know that they're Israelites. Y'all still sold out because you're comfortable. You're comfortable being here. You're comfortable with the ties that you're getting. Okay? You're comfortable with the lifestyle that you have. So you did sell out. You sold out so you could keep living in Babylon in this wicked society. So you will be destroyed too. So once again, man, hey, you wicked men that sold out among our nation, that didn't have pity, okay, upon us, that didn't tell the truth, that spoke lies, that decided to go along with this narration, telling our people to take the jab, the Lord's going to kill you, okay? and he ain't letting up. We're living in the end of days. It's only going to get worse. All right? Get ready for more lockdowns. Get ready to see military troops in your neighborhoods, in your city, in your suburbs, in your rural areas. Get ready to see, okay, the Lord send the sword, which is the wicked, okay, upon you 2/3. That troop is coming. Jacob's trouble is already kicking off, man. We're in the beginning stages of it, and it's only going to get worse. And Jerome Adams, all right, he's against you, by the way. He's sold out. And he's all for sending that troop into your neighborhood. And with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. As you can see, we're almost out of here. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. All right? This devil's being exposed. These sellouts are being exposed. All right? For the few sisters that are watching, keep studying, keep praying. We're almost out of here. Shalom and a Baba Ball. Shalom.